I am here joined by Snipes 2430, the most My League online wins. Snipes, how you pulling off all these W's, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Just hard work and dedication. I'm just putting in the hours, putting in that work. Definitely in the gym, getting those shots in.
Definitely. So what kind of setup do you have when you play My League online? Like, what are you doing with your...
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus earlier on. Their only thought now is coming away with a win on the road. In the game, and with... Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. No good from Booker. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Kings.
Well, every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Puts it up from 15. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Brentwood Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has, puts him among the elite guards in the league.
Yeah, you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Here's Johnson, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And good that time.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Rubio against Ball. Johnson outside. Over Williamson. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Here's Ingram. And the layup is good. Ingram's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Ball against Rubio. Will it go? Can't cash in from close range.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
It's Ingram on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for them.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Holiday finds Ingram. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou, but new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Pass to Hart. Now Jackson. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, 2 all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
New Orleans leading by 7. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Redick for three, and another three for New Orleans.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Passes to Bridges. On deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
A nice shot by Carter.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
The Pelicans have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. There's the pass to Hart. It's stolen by Saric. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Got a piece of it. The dish to Saric. Jerome passes to Bridges. And he's good on the three ball. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 7. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor. And it's Melli in at the 4 slot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Hart has it in the corner. Well, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
And that one drops for him. Williamson's got his first points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Booker. Ball with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. Ball's running. Got that one up quick. Williamson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Down low, here's Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
It's Ingram on the wing. No good on the three. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. So for the Suns, Saric comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Saric. He can't hit that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I just love seeing it ball, put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
Pass to Ayton. He kicks it to Bridges. Now here's Saric. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Rubio. Clock at 6. Over Ingram. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Ball feeling it out a bit. Ingram against Bridges, and it's Ingram missing. Suns trail by 12. Here's Booker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. No good with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up by a dozen. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They are leading. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Inside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and I don't
now,
know how
and
much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of
It's
the great cities in this country.
a fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support it.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
New Orleans leading by 9. Ingram outside. Holiday up top. Tips it up, and there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors got his first basket of the night.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Holiday gets the bucket.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Here's Rubio. Back to Ayton. 5 on the clock. Bridges for 3. They get it back. And Ayton stays with it.
If Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Here's Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. That's 10 points for DeAndre Ayton. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Holiday. He dishes it to Favors. Over Ayton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Suns trail by 8. Here's Bridges. And that one is good. Bridges has got his third basket of the night right there.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Holiday attacking. He's good with the little jumper in close. Holiday's got 6 points.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Jackson looking around. And Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 6. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash. But this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Redick for 3. That shot off the mark. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Out to Carter. Lots of room. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 7.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Here's Redick. It'll count. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot.
And so it's New Orleans, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Hart in at the small forward. Baines finds Carter. It's tipped. Here's Hart, covered by Sharch. He gets it in there. Hart's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pelicans. Carter looking around. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Unloads from 13. Up again. Saric on the follow.
And the anticipation of Saric. Outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Holiday, the pass to Redick. Latre. A shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. The matchup against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the shot goes in.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's Carter. Nails the baby hook.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
To the wing right side. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Redick for 3. It's stolen by Sharch. Now, here's Bridges. Not a lot of room. Redick against Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Pelicans leading by 3. Holiday. Redick is in the corner. Kicks it to Hayes. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Back to Redick. Three-pointer. Saric grabs the board.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Booker doing a good job that time. Instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Holiday kicks to Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Saric, and they pick up 2.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 1. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Jrue Holiday.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Rubio dishes to Ayton. The shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Williamson. Doesn't go for it. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Ball against Booker. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Off target from downtown. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker, right side. Here's Ayton. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's the Suns to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for New Orleans right now, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spot. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Booker with it. Now defended by Williamson. And the basket by Johnson.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Bridges passes to Johnson, and he banks in the layup.
Timeout.
Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
A minute into overtime in what has been a great game so far. Here's Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Johnson for 3. They get it again.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Favors. Tries again. In close. Ingram wide open. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Holiday with the 3. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. The pass to Bridges from 12 feet out. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
To stop the run. Ball. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Booker in the corner. Over Holiday. No good from Booker. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 6. Williamson. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver.
Johnson, the pass to Book over Holiday. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Suns lead by 6.
Kevin, this guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
For 3, Ingram. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rubio misses.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Williamson kicks to Holiday. Misses the 3. Missed. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
what are you doing with your friends, with people you play with? Like, how does that look?
I set my team up the way I want them to run. Whatever players I happen to have on my team, I just set it up to the best way it's going to work for the team.
Do you guys use current players or historical players? How does that look in My League Online?
The Mississippi River and as things get...
Head coach.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at Utah. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Pelicans, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for New Orleans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. Here's O'Neal. That one's good from the corner. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. 6 to shoot. And it's Ball that time on the assist from Favors.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
Now here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Great D that time from Favors.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And the pass to Ingram. And here is Ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. Favors surveying the floor. Stolen by Michael Conley. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Outside Conley. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, when Ingram is in attack mode, it forces the defense's hand, literally. Good job drawing the foul. You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Now, here is O'Neal. He had 15 points last outing. On the wing, Ingles. Oh, good with the triple. O'Neal up top. Moves back up. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And Holiday kicks to Favors. That's to Williamson. Back to Favors. Passes it to Ingram. From deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Ingram's got 5 now. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
Here is Favors. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Clarkson finds Moutier. Back to Clarkson. To the inside. And stolen by Williamson. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. .50 seconds left to play here in the first.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Pelicans leading by 3. Redick passes to Ingram. Back to Redick. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Ed Davis is checked in for the Jazz. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Clarkson. He hits it from 9. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, coming into the league with a little hitch in his shot, something Clarkson's worked hard to iron out.
And here's Redick. No points in the game yet for him. With 1 on the clock, and the layup is up and in.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Redick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New Orleans on top, but and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah, you've got Davis. Moutier out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Niang in at the 3 slot. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Pass to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. Jackson dishes to Okafor. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson against Redick from deep 3-point range. Rebound, Utah.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
New Orleans leading by 3. Jackson down low, defended by Moutier, and Jackson gets it to go.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Here's Clarkson. Davis in the corner. Utah the rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for New Orleans. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. Mitchell is double to the paint. That's tipped. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there. Hands with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Ball against Conley. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
You know, no matter what you throw at him, this kid is unflappable. He's muscling through defensive contact and still scoring. That's impressive.
Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Mitchell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And the call will be against George Niang. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Hart. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
The nice shooting ability of Ingram makes that mid-range J a quality shot.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 3-point lead. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Here's Clarkson. Another miss by Utah.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. And Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball, pretty impressive athlete, I mean. Bouncing off the ground for that slam, impressive.
Mitchell looking it over. He kicks it to Conley. Back to Mitchell. The three. Trying to get open is Davis. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket for Mitchell.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Holiday against Mitchell. Back to Holiday. Stolen by Mitchell.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Clarkson dishes to Davis. Here's Niang. No good. That would have tied it.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they had.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center position. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Count it, good. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's Ingles outside. New Orleans in the lead, and New Orleans pushing it up now. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Now the pass to O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Takes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Williamson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Mitchell wide open. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. 5th best, Zion Williamson.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Holiday finds ball. To the middle. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 10th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for the Jazz. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Mitchell. Jackson passes to Hart. Back to Jackson. Mudiay against Redick. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got his 2nd basket of the night.
This is why you must play up on Redick, because he's terrific at shooting off the pass. Guys, J.J. Redick is much more than just a standstill shooter. I mean, his movement without the ball and his quick trigger release, a very deadly combination.
Here's Hart, guarded by O'Neal. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Jazz with some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Here's Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. And Clark, as good as he is, playing off the ball. Redick can handle and even create some for his teammates.
Yeah, I like the fact that Redick has added that to his package, Kevin, because initially he was just a catch-and-shoot guy, but he's smart, he's tough, and he's actually steady and comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Here's Hart, defended by Mudiay. And Redick, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Redick's got 7 points.
He has the ability to get to the basket, too. Like seeing Redick put it on the deck and get it done off the dribble.
Here's Mudiay, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the shot goes down. Hart's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his 3-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And Davis puts it in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Back to Gobert. Shoots over Redick. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Three quarters of play in a close game here. Jazz lead by 1. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Conley. And it's Clarkson in at the small forward position.
Improving shot mechanics, good height on that jumper, nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
Pass to Melly. Double team on Holiday. Here's Melly. Ingles covering, and it's Melly missing. Here's Clarkson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
Pass to Hayes. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson's running. Mudiay, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, when Redick passes like that, he makes everything easier for himself and his teammates. And I think he makes them a lot better as a unit, too.
Kept alive. Stolen by Holiday. And Redick, here we go. Count the basket. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now here is Conley. He's guarded close. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Holiday gets the bucket.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside, Redick. To the inside. Here's Melly. Rebound, Utah. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession for the Jazz. O'Neal's checked in for Clarkson. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Ball kicks to Favors. Over Gobert. Favors can't get it to go. Utah leading by 6. Ingles finds Conley. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Pocket 6. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. 3 seconds left. Back to Gobert. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Williamson. Lays it up off the glass.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 6. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, he loves taking over in big spots, Kevin. He doesn't back down, and you can see how much he relishes these moments.
Mitchell against Holiday. In the corner, O'Neal with it. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Mitchell outside. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Favors. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in, and that one misses. Now Conley. Ingles finds Conley. Back to Ingles. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Ingles passes to Conley. Here's O'Neal. Bucket's good.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
More than likely, we just use current players. We just do like drafts, so that way everything is fair for everyone. And we just run it like that. We try to run a couple seasons as much as possible until we start the next one.
Who's your favorite player that you drafted this season that you used?
Honestly, it would probably have to be Morant. It's a tie. It's a tie.
The beautiful, dramatic, and nothing. Well, you're right, D.A. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Utah, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Suns, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And seeing where the Suns are, one thing they don't have to worry about is not having enough free time this summer, because they're not going anywhere near the postseason.
And there will be players on the move once this season is over. You can count on that. They have to make wholesale changes, and the front office knows it.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Rubio looking it over. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Inside, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Passes to Ingles. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Ayton. Back to Rubio. And here is Johnson. He feeds it to Ayton. Crafty move. Gobert knocks it away. Here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 6.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. Moutier, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Booker looking around. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles. He's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Beyond the arc. No good on the shot. And Utah the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. A different look for Utah. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Phoenix also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. No good from Booker. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Clarkson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. Carter dishes to Baines. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Down low, Kaminsky. A new 14 for the Suns. The Suns shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And the Utah fans known league-wide for their passion.
This is a very tough place to get a win on the road, Greg. You know that as well as anyone. You've got the elevation, second highest in the league, and as you mentioned, those fans are loud, proud, and passionate.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Jerome. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
Well, what I love is the aggressiveness of Dario Saric, making sure he leaves no doubt.
Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And here is Kaminsky. It's stolen by Moutier. 3 seconds left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Utah out in front, leading by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got Conley. Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Niang in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Utah shooting their first free throw of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Pass to Jerome. Tipped away. Back to Baines. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Baines has got his second basket.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Carter against Clarkson. High post shot. Again, the Jazz score. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Carter. A special move before the shot. Carter's got his first basket.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Conley for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
A nice shot by Carter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
3-on-3. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Gobert down low. Defended by Carter. The putback. Davis on the follow.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Of course, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. To the inside. Here's Baines. Up and in on the layup. Baines has got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Conley into the lane. He dishes it to Gobert. Davis kicks to Niang. Fires from 14. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Inside. Gobert, the pass to Conley. Back to Gobert. Here's Niang. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles is checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for Gobert. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
This offense just continues to impress.
Mitchell against Booker. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
See, now, Mitchell is a quick-footed guard, and he's going to get defenders in compromising situations.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
They get it back. Ayton. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was... Thanks for joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah and be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. From past the arc, here's Ayton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Booker outside. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in. Johnson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's O'Neal. Kicks to Ingles. Tries it from 19. It's blocked.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Rubio. Rebound, Utah. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Conley penetrating, and the basket is good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Booker outside. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's Conley. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Nice shot by Gobert. Suns leading by 3.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
For 3, Booker. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint, and of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
And here's Booker from the arc. Offensive rebound.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
It's tipped. Stolen by Rubio. Passes it to Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Let's remember that Donovan Mitchell's first love was baseball. His father played in the minors, coached in the majors. Donovan himself was a star player in high school. It wasn't until he broke his wrist that he decided to dedicate himself to the game of basketball.
Here's Clarkson. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Now, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
Carter against Moutier. Fires from the line. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got 8 points. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Rubio with it. Over Moutier. Saric, that's good. 6 points for him.
How about the instincts of Dario Saric? Just exceptional at getting those second chance opportunities.
Tie game in Utah. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Utah shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Emmanuel Moutier out there with Mitchell. And it's Clarkson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Saric. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Got a piece of it. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. The putback can't get the putback.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
And with that shot, the Suns lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Clarkson.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Pass to Baines. Back to Booker. The pass to Rubio. Over Moutier. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Mitchell against Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Clarkson finds Moutier. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
On the wing, Booker. Again, Phoenix.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Mitchell dishes to Ingles. The quick look, no good that time.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Saric, and it's good from the elbow. Saric has got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
This is a shot Dario Saric can make in his sleep. Give him the mid-range, he'll knock it down.
Here's Moutier. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, Moutier unafraid in a big moment. Big-time delivery.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Saric. Here's Booker, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Conley's checked in. Booker against Clarkson. Booker the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Inside. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 4.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Suns leading by 4. For 3. That shot is off. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Clarkson surveying the floor. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker, that one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
Well, this is the assertive mentality of Devin Booker. When he starts to find his rhythm, turn the lights out.
Here's Conley. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Pass to Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rubio. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Count that one.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And it's the Suns with the ball. Booker outside. Johnson at the elbow. And Rubio kicks to Bridges. High post try. Here's Ayton. It counts.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
It's in.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Bridges with the steal. Here's Johnson. And he overshot that one, missing. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
It's a tie. It's a tie actually between him and Zion.
I like it. The Young Guns. So, looking forward to 2K21, what is something you'd like to see implemented in My League Online?
And the other game is that as the year goes along, they're able to implement more things into the game, different things that wasn't there before. Probably something like that. Other than
Now it's ended out to Dave. Well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Saric.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
Now here's Booker. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Booker against Ball. No good from Booker.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Last outing for the Pelicans. It was a loss to the Kings. Passes it to Favors. And no good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one. The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go-around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Back to Holiday. Over Booker. Williamson. It's good on the putback.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
Here's Rubio. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And it's Ayton missing. Ingram left side. Over Booker. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And the stroke of Ingram just looks so pure coming off his hand.
1:53 left here in the first quarter. Basket good. Now here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento. Over Rubio. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Ball with it. Guarded now by Rubio. It's good on the putback.
And Zion is a ferocious competitor. Someone who sticks with plays and devastates defenses with those putback jams.
Johnson gets the bucket. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Feeds it to Favors. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Johnson. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Hart. Jackson from long range. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And they're scoring pretty well. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Carter. Charge is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Pelicans trail by 5. Outside, Redick. Hart kicks to Redick. It's good from long range. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Carter with the bounce pass. And stolen by Redick. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Here's Hart. This one for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Baines converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Baines has got his second basket of the game. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Out to the right wing. Here's Baines. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Baines has got 4 points in the quarter. So it's the Pelicans now. It's off to Utah for them after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And Hayes kicks to Redick. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. We should take this chance now to go to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and run down the top free throw shooters. Devin Booker is second, and of course J.J. Redick.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
Here's Jerome. His 3-pointers off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Another shot, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Pass to Kaminsky. And Van Heckling, that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to hit more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
Here's Hart after the Suns pick up 2. Now the pass to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. Count that bucket. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's Kaminsky. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Jackson. There's the triple. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Here's Kaminsky. The shot from the low post is good. Kaminsky's got 6. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans. Pass to Hart. Here's Melly. It's Reddick on the wing. To the paint. It's picked off. Carter looking around. 6 feet out. And it's finished off inside by Kaminsky. He's got 8.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's Hart. Misses from close range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Saric passes to Jerome. Baines inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For Phoenix, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for them. Both good from the line that time. 5 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 1 second left. No good on that one. And some good action through the first 2.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Suns leading by 4. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Ball no good.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Booker with no one around sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Favors kicks to Ingram. Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Booker the pass to Johnson. Bridges, no one around him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low from 10 feet out. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Williamson.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Passes it to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Holiday, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one, good.
Drew Holiday does a great job of using his body to shield the defender.
Booker against Holiday. The 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up. Now, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And here's Booker from the arc. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in. Aaron Baines is checked in for the Suns. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumlees for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Pelicans trail by 9. Williamson with it. He's got 8. Over Šorić. Drains it from 17 feet out. Williamson's got 10.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
And here's Booker from the arc. Suns keep it alive. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. 4th, the Suns.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
So for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky comes in for Šorić, and Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Carter. Rubio against Holiday. Pass to Melli. Deep. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Kaminsky, the pass to Booker. They get the rebound. Here's Baines. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here is Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. For 3, Booker sinks the triple. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And so it's Devin Booker. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Rubio. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. For 3, Booker with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
Oh, smooth.
Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hart. There's the pass to Johnson. To the left side wing. And here's Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Johnson outside. The shot. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Now here is Holiday. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Hawks, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Holiday against Rubio. Redick is in the corner. The kick out to Holiday from downtown. He's off on that one. Good D by Rubio. Suns leading by 13. Now here's Booker. Pass to Bridges for the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Can they get it? Holiday banked in off the glass.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
Booker against Redick. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Redick with the 3. Good on the triple.
J.J. Redick, one of the premier shooters in this league. Boy, he knocked that one down.
Booker against Redick. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. And Hart has it in the corner. Bridges with the steal. Now here's Johnson, covered by Hayes. Johnson surveying the floor. He feeds it to Ayton. And there it is for him. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Devin Booker.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And so it's New Orleans with it. 15-point game. More. The rebound by Akobo. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Johnson, the pass to Kaminsky. From deep 3-point range, and the Suns miss again.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Probably something like that. Other than sneakers, maybe I don't know, new hairstyles, just different systems that come along.
One final question. What do you want to say to all the fans out there that are looking to get better at 2K?
Just keep working on it. It's not a game that if you just started playing, you're going to be good in. You got to put that work in.
Is there anybody?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Look. Thanks, D.A. Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I can see the bruises. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. Here's Williamson after the basket by Utah. And he gets it to go.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Ingles has got his second bucket.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Williamson. Pass to Ingram. 13 feet away. Misses off the right iron. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Williamson kicks to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The pass to Ball. Clock at 6. To the inside. Over Conley. Here's Williamson. Over Ingles. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Jazz with some changes. George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Moutier pass to Niang. Count that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. For 3, Ingram trains the three-pointer.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Here's Mitchell. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. And the rejection by Favors. And they'll keep possession. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Ball against Moutier. The kick out to Holiday. Off target with his 3. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. Ball's through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike. Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And the baseline jumper, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Moutier brings the double team. Ingram kicks to Williamson. Here's Favors. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Davis is checked in for Mitchell. Good on both. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Gobert. And the layup falls.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shoots the 3. Hart, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute...
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Jazz lead by 5. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
They've got O'Neal, Boudier out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Jackson kicks to Redick. Passes it to Melli. Pass to Hayes. Davis with some nice D.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, you know, there are some players who are playing for it, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph to some degree was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things like Chris Paul and Mike Conley that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslem, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Brett, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in it?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player,
there he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Poked away. Jackson in the corner. Trying to get something going. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert comes in for O'Neal, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Moore's checked in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
Ingles can't get it to go. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Good work there as it goes. Redick's got his first bucket of the night.
They're able to finish on the drive, give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Step back on that one and let it fly. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Moore against Ingles. It's stolen by Ingles. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Releases. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Davis. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Hayes. From the arc. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
To the middle. Hayes with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert with the block. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. And here's Ingram from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Mitchell looking it over. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Utah looking at a 13-point. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark. And that's a wrap with the
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at center.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Jazz lead by 18. Here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pelicans trail by 18. Here's Holiday. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And it's good for 2. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Here's Ingles. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Now here's Williamson. Ingles covering. Yep, that one goes. And it's 6 points for Zion Williamson.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
Ingles dishes to O'Neal. He doesn't hit that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And Hart has it in the corner. Shoots over Clarkson. They grab their own miss, and it goes down 2 points. Williamson's got 8 points.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And he gets the bucket. Holiday's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, smiles on their face. That's what they want. Holiday very skilled at getting to that spot and hitting a J.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Really left alone that time. Clarkson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 16-point game. On the wing, Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his third foul of the game. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do. Right. Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Back to Holiday. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Holiday's got 9.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Davis, the pass to Clarkson. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Davis with the bucket.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Left side, Redick. Rebounded by the Jazz. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now, here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Clarkson. That one wide left. Redick surveying the D. And another 3 for New Orleans.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
What a shot! Amazing!
That would count.
Unreal.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Jazz. They lead by 18. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Moutier out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the 4 spot. Here's Hart. Misses the 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Down low, Mitchell laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz. And here is Ball. And there's the pass to Hayes. Back to Ball. Redick trying to get open. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball showing some killer instinct there. A solid athlete who knows how to score through contact.
Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Redick against Mitchell. They get a hand on it. And Favors kicks to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. And the Pelicans get it back. A shot's good from Hayes.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Mitchell finds Gobert. Here's Niang. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Lets the three fly. Ball with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 18. Here's Hart. Lets it go from 11. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Moutier against Ball. Outside, Redick. No good from outside. Jazz leading by 20. Mitchell kicks to Moutier. Ball with it. Now defended by Moutier. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the wide open shot from Redick. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. The shot's good from Hayes.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Passes to Moutier. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Hart. And the call on the shot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's O'Neal. Unable to get that one. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Dylan. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about
the game,
the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Both free throws, good for Ingram. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Mitchell. D right on him. And the rejection by Favors. And they get it back. And it's Mitchell missing. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ball's running.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
Ingles dishes to O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Off the mark. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly show.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Old Boogie 2 times. He's a good player, up and coming into my career. He's putting in that work.
There it is. All right. Snipes, thank you so much for joining 2K TV.
All right, thank you.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little.
All right, we are catching up with the NBA 2K community, talking about NBA 2K21, and we have Pretty Loves Pink in the house. Welcome back to the show. Love having you on, as always.
Yes, I love being here. Thank you for thinking of me.
Now, Pink, we talked last at the launch party of NBA 2K.
A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Now Mitchell, after the missed 3 from Rubio. Elbow shot is on the way. Yes, that goes in.
Well, just another weapon in the arsenal of Joe Ingles, right? The catch-and-shoot game on point.
O'Neal against Bridges. Johnson at the elbow. On target from 13 feet.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's O'Neal after the Suns pick up 2. Ingles can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson outside. Over Ingles.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Pass to Rubio. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges passes to Ayton. Over Gobert. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Bridges.
Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
Gobert against Ayton. Ingles controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ingles has got his second bucket tonight.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
Here's Ayton. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Count it.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. And the upside for Ayton was always present. But Doris, were you surprised at how polished he was as a rookie?
Not at all, because DeAndre Ayton has got a big-time offensive game. This guy can finish with the best in the league right at the cup. You know he's dynamic on the offensive end, and this guy's only going to add strength and get better on the defensive end.
And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Back to Mitchell. Right wing. Conley against Rubio. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. Coach Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
Carter for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bounce pass, Conley. Davis down low. Baines is there. And here's Conley outside. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Baines shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Moutier. Off target on the outside leaner. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Suns, Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Conley, and he banks in the layup.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Outside, Carter connects from three-point range. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Conley, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
From deep, sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Niang kicks to Davis. Here's Niang, covered by Saric. Niang, no good. The Suns leading. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Bridges leading the charge. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Gobert against Bridges. Passes it to Clarkson. Davis kicks to Conley. Niang passes to Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Johnson in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Saric. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Shot clock at 5. No good from Booker. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Saric Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gobert finds Mitchell. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, the ability to rise and fire in catch and shoot situations, he keeps the defenders off balance.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Šarić, right side. Over Ingles. They get it back. Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 8 points.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
And that'll...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. DeAndre with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So on the floor for Utah. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Booker, and he makes good on the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Boy, that was a much needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
And here's Booker from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Now, here's Ingles. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint. And you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Now here's Kaminsky. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Takes a 3. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 5 now. Suns trail by 3. Pass to Kaminsky. They need this. A rebound by the Jazz.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Good on the shot.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Booker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Georges Niang in for Mike Conley. Now here's Mudiay. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Puts it up from 12. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Here's Mudiay. Lays it up off the glass. Mudier's got his first points in this one.
Boy, Mudiay, tough shot through contact. That is nice.
Here's Jerome to the middle. Here's Kaminsky. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Kaminsky's got his second basket.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Back to Gobert. Over Ayton. Mudiay pass to Gobert. Over Ayton. Here's Davis. And finally they hit one. Davis has got 8 points.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Here's Jerome. Defended by Mudiay. And Davis sends it back. Kaminsky the pass to Jerome. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Kaminsky's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
His positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And the pass to O'Neal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Utah, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
O'Neal hits them both. Here's Saric. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Jazz up by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Booker and Johnson fill out the wing. Inside, Saric and Baines. And it's Rubio in at point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
On the wing, Johnson. 6 to shoot. There's the feed to Baines. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open, and that one good from Clarkson. Now it's a 6-point Utah lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Johnson, the pass to Baines. Stolen by Mitchell. Gobert down low. Baines is there. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Gobert after the basket by Dario Saric. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Boy, Gobert gets to the rack quickly. How long, how agile from the 5-man on the penetration.
No good from Booker.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Booker looking to get it going, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Jazz leading by 8. On the wing, Mitchell. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Conley. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. And Baines pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And that one falls for Johnson. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Bridges in for Saric. And Utah with a change here, too. O'Neal's checked in.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell against Johnson. Johnson with the block. Now Bridges. Johnson goes in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Outstanding pass. On time and on target.
Angelo Conley will bring the ball up for the Jam. They've led by as much as 10. Mitchell looking it over. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And here's Booker from the arc. The shot, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Mitchell against Booker. The drive by Mitchell.
Well, this is problematic because Donovan Mitchell can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spotting up, you name it, he's got it.
1:06 left in the fourth, and it's in there. 9 points for Devin Booker.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Four on the shot clock. Here's Ingles. Offensive rebound. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Frames it from downtown.
Just tremendous range already. What a floor spacer Booker is at such a tender young age.
Passes it to O'Neal from deep three-point range. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton with it. Rubio outside. A second chance effort. No good there.
I think one thing you know about Joe Ingles.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.